In this example, we'll calculate the expected return and the standard deviation of a portfolio with a stock and a risk-free asset. The stock has an expected return of 6% and a standard deviation of 10%. The risk-free rate is 1%. 60% portfolio is invested in A and 40% in risk-free. So W1 equals 60%, W2 equals 40%. What is the expected return and the standard deviation of your portfolio in percentages? First, let's start with expected return, which equals to the portfolio weighted sum of individual assets' expected returns. That gives us 60% times 6% plus 40% times 1%. That gives us 4%. Second, to calculate the standard deviation, we can start with a variance, which equals to W1 squared sigma 1 squared times W2 squared sigma 2 squared plus 2 times correlation W1, W2 times sigma 1, sigma 2. Now, W1 is a risky asset. W2 is a risk-free asset. Asset 2 is a risk-free asset, so it has no volatility. You know this part equals 0 because sigma 2 equals 0. So we have 0 here. The final term, the correlation term, also equals 0 because for 1, sigma 2 equals 0. It is a risk-free asset. For 2, the correlation of a risk-free asset with any asset is always 0. So that's 0 as well. In the end, variance equals to the contribution of the risky asset. We can simply take the standard deviation of that sigma equals W1 times sigma 1. And this is what we have seen in our slides, that the portfolio, or a portfolio with a risky and a risk-free asset, the portfolio volatility equals to portfolio weight of the risky asset times its standard deviation. So that gives us 60% times sigma 1, 10%. Equals 6%. And that's our final answer to this question.